we finally got all the characters in season 1 out. All right, Warren, appreciate you for the sub, man. But all the characters for season 1 finally dropped. Okay, so now we're gonna finally make the tier list. I wanted to do it before that, but it didn't really make sense, I felt like, so we're gonna do it now. Shit, it's not that many characters, and I'm used to doing Spark and Zero tier lists where there's over like 200 characters, so this shouldn't take that long. This shouldn't be that bad. But there's a lot of different thought processes on a lot of these characters and where their placement should be. So I'm gonna try to be very careful with this. Mind y'all, this is the Topo update. Like, he just dropped. This isn't after whenever they decided to do any other kinds of crazy shit for those that are watching the video version of this. Okay. So, oh man. I don't even think I want to start here. Like, I don't even think I want to pick this character up yet. Like, mind you, he got a nerf, but goddamn, like, do we just save this monster for the end or something? Like, where do you think, like, I don't know. Let's save him for later. First off, I want to go, let's start from the back. Let's start with the new characters. Let's start with Super Saiyan 3. Why not? This personally is my current main in the game. I've been playing a lot of Topo since he dropped. I've really been playing a lot of all the new characters, Super Saiyan 3, Gotenks, and Topo. But I mean, man, this is the overall, like, this is the main. Like, most games won, most kills, all that shit. So I know this character very well. They talk about all 3 Goku Z tier. So my placement for this character is nothing below S. I know a lot of people would say he's Z, and in all honesty, like, I'm trying so hard to think about it. I'm trying to find any reason to not put him there. Make a new tier for Goku. You right, I probably will, I probably should, but we'll see once we get to the end. We'll see, we'll tweak it up a little bit. His ability to defend towers is broken. This is true. This is true. He can defend towers, especially if he's not in the lane and y'all are getting pushed. He can just teleport down there. It's really lethal. His ability to just be anywhere, clean up kills, or help defend whenever he's needed, if the person playing him is playing him to the best of his ability, right, is amazing. I think for sure we will put him in the Z tier. He is very, very solid. For sure. Okay. Now, let's do Gotenks next. So, right now, the conversation with this character is who's better, him or Hit. That's been like the biggest conversation with this character for me that I've experienced is, oh, like,
I think Gotenks definitely could counter Hit, mainly because, you know, the ghost and his, you know, his stun.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's definitely a good counter against Hit.
This is the thing, like, it's just his ghost that stops Hit.
Yeah. But the thing is that there's also a thing is that his ghosts come back super quickly too.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it also slows Hit down, so he doesn't really have time to, you know, get out.
Yeah, he can't really run away is the thing. Hit gets out of everything. Gotenks gets out of nothing, but he's very aggressive, like, in comparison to Hit. Like, he's like a DPS.
And then if Hit gets caught in his ult, then, you know, it's pretty much over.
Well, right. He's an amazing team fighter. As a Gotenks main, I would say S. I don't think he's broken, though. This is my thing. I don't think he's Z, but he's definitely at least S. Like, he's probably top 3 techs in the game currently, is what I would say. Like, and he's really fun to play. I'll say that too. Like, he's just, I mean, he's really good, and like, he makes you waste a vanish, or he makes you not want to waste a vanish, because if you waste your vanish, you can't get out of his skill 1, which is a stun, and it does hella damage on top of that. So Gotenks S, Hit Z, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hit me Z,
See,
I'd say low Z.
And this is the
He's
thing. He
definitely
says
low-key.
the ult just brings him to a new level. This is true, right? And this is my thing. His ult turns off skills. So him pushing towers is just, it's so good. Like, he can drop the ult and you just can't stop anything they're doing. Like, it's really crazy. I won't lie. And the rush attacks, yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna put him S. I don't think he's Z, but for now I'll put him S. Tuppo is a massive damage dealer, just not Z tier. See, this is my thing. He's really solid once you learn the character. What I will say is that he's different. Tuppo is very aggressive. He might just be the most aggressive character in the game, because that's just, I mean, stacks rush attack. Stacks rush attack. That's literally it. Like, if you don't know how the character works, when you apply your stacks, right, with your moves, your skill 1 and skill 2, you can then attack someone who has stacks. And if they have stacks while you're rush attacking, you're constantly building back up your cooldowns for your skill 1 and skill 2. Tuppo does insane damage. He really does. Did you play him after the buff? I did. Goku, yes. Goku exists. See, this is the thing. Goku is definitely better than Tuppo, because yeah, Tuppo has the good damage over time, but Goku, if you don't have solid barrier, is just gonna blast the shit out of you and you can't do anything about it. So, you know, not Z because his best move relies on the enemy attack. Well, true. I don't know about his best move. It's definitely really solid. Like, if you see anything coming out, you can protect yourself at least one time. So like, you gotta be picky with it. Like, if you have solid barrier, save your shit until after you run out of solid barrier.
I think the main problem with Tuppo is that you have to build him defensively in order to capitalize off his counter, so you don't die to like Goku's Kamehameha or Spirit Bomb.
There's definitely multiple builds you can run with them. Personally, I don't build defense. I just go snowball, barrier, pursuer. That works out like every time for me. Hey, Brad with the resub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. A seems good. Once you learn how to fight him, he doesn't really do much. I don't know, man.
His skill 1 is also really holding him back, because it's only a straight. You can't move it. That's also really holding him back. And his counter, if you don't have anything defensive to help him out, then, you know, like if somebody has barrier, it's not really gonna do much. If somebody has build up, you know, like his counter basically counters off of team fights, which, you know, you gotta hope that they're mainly focusing on you.
I mean, this is the thing though. If they're not focusing on you, you're blowing them up. So it's like,
especially with his ult, yeah.
You really don't want them to focus you. The counter, this is the thing I think a lot of people get confused about with Tuppo, is that your main move isn't your counter. Your counter is there as a backup, I would say, but you don't want to play into that, because it's only, first of all, it's easy to counter if you know how to counter it. On top of the fact that if you're playing aggressive with this character, you're not really gonna need it. But he has it because his playstyle is so aggressive. So it's like, you know, you have something to help you win a fight, even because you're literally diving in head first like a tank, but you're not, so you die fast. But if you pop the counter at the right time, you can get picks with that shit. For sure, you have to know when to use it. You can't just build into it, walk into a fight, and pop the counter thinking they're just gonna try to blow you up, and then you just do the opposite, or you do it back to them. Like, that's not how that works. So, I don't know.
I think he's A tier. He just doesn't really have much. He doesn't have the damage going for him, really.
That's true.
And he mainly can't handle stuff by himself. He needs like a tank so that they can cover for him while he's doing like his skill 1, so that they can stand up straight, so he can, you know, use that. And his spin is really good, but it also puts him in an animation where people can, like, you know, melt his HP while he's doing it. So he doesn't really have much like that.
Right.
But his ult is really good. It's like a spirit bomb, but quicker. And could he's definitely good against bosses. I'll give him that. And his pass is really good, where his skills go down really quickly, and that he can chase down enemies. That's really good too. Definitely,
he's just really aggressive.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's S tier. He's definitely A tier. Just his damage just isn't there.
I think the damage on his skills, not on his skills, the damage on his skill 1 probably needs I want to say it needs a bit of a buff, but that's not where his damage comes from. He's not a burst damage character, so he really doesn't need that. 8 months? Yo, Brad, appreciate you for being a sub for 8 months, bro. That shit's insane, bro. 5 DPSs that are better than him. And this is the thing, I would agree, but he's still really good, is what I would say.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does need really good teammates to be productive, but at the same time, it's like you could say that about damn near every character, bro. Like, if you're under leveled on no matter what character you're playing, you're still losing. But like, if you're playing the game correctly, you could cook shit with this character, bro. Yeah. And I mean, it won't even be a close fight, but that's if you're playing it correctly.
Yeah.
Are definitely all better. He's definitely A tier. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like a lot of y'all sleeping on him, because mind you, I was sleeping on him until I started playing him more.
Yeah.
Topo would be more impactful if he was a tank.
Yeah.
I agree. Personally, Juco, appreciate you for the follow, man. If Z is the best role, then no DPS is higher than either Goku's. Topo is definitely S in the right hands, but due to the playstyle learning curve, he's more feasible in A tier. I feel like this is probably the best take so far, I would say. Like, in the average player's hands, he's going in the B tier, maybe even C. But in a player's hands that understands the character that jumped over that fucking learning curve, bro, he's S. So
maybe
middle ground, I'm gonna go A.
High A, low S. Yeah, high A, low S.
For sure. He's definitely, want him to be S tier. And this thing, it's not, I don't even like Topo. It's not that I want him to be S tier. I just understand the character, and I did get over that learning curve. So now that I understand him and I'm playing him like on a different level than I was when I first started playing the character, I understand it. He ain't S.
People with a grain of salt is that I don't play Topo. I mainly just play against him. He can cook. Yes, he definitely milks a whole lot of tank's health. And if he goes top lane, he probably might have like.
He's definitely a tank shredder too.
Yeah,
for sure. He shreds the fuck out of tanks, bro, and it's not even close. Like, so he middle ground for sure. I say S for sure, because like in the right hands, bro, he's S. But like he said, like, in the average player's hands, I mean, shit, it's not as crazy. So we'll stick here for Topo. This is, I don't know. I feel like this is a decent placement. And is it really fair to say like, oh, because most people just don't know how to play him, But I mean, I would say in the current standing of the game, mind you, he just dropped.
Yeah, you give it a bit of time, because everybody, played Goku and didn't know how to counter him until like everybody started using like, barrier and stuff. And like, just give it a bit of time. People will start knowing how to use this character.
Because, I mean, think about it. Solid barrier doesn't mean shit to him. He doesn't do burst damage, so it doesn't matter. You're still dying regardless. Especially if you both have it on, as you should in this fucking meta. So, I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? Right now, I'm going to put him high S, but if you know how to play the I don't think it's fair to say, oh, because most people are ass with him, he's bad. Like, I'm going to put him low S. Very low S. When more characters get filled up, he'll be at the bottom of S. But I don't think it's fair to say A, because A tier, in my opinion, is like a fucking.
Yeah, he's definitely low S, but high A. Like that's sort of good placement. That's what I'm saying.
Because this is like, think about it like this. This is saying like, okay, A tier is like.
They're okay, they don't really do much, but they can just cook at times,
Right. I think A, I'm gonna go Frieza. Now hear me out, right? Hear me out. He can't secure anything. This is the thing. He cannot secure that well, but he's insane for pushing people back. If a Kale pushes up on a point and Topo jumps on her, brother, it's over. Like, unless if he had, especially with Solid Barrier, like, if he's surviving her big blow up move, bro, and he chases her down, she's dying. She's not gonna get the security because she can't get away from Topo. The whole point of him is to chase you down. He doesn't secure. He's killing you, then killing the boss after. Like, but hear me out with Frieza though. Frieza, the reason I put him in A, now mind you, he's really good at what he does, right? I mean, Zarbon, Dodoria, speed boost. It's really fucking disgusting. Now, he can secure probably quicker than any character in this game.
Yeah.
Especially maxed out.
His main problem, though, is the minion's HP, and if he goes up against Goku, because Goku can just automatically shred their HP, so Frieza becomes useless in that regard.
Now, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why he goes A, in my opinion. Now, the problem is the fact that, yeah, he shreds. Yes, he's really good at his job. Yes, if he gets to bosses early, he shreds and probably solos it before anybody knows he was even there. But against high-ranking players that know how Frieza plays, that know to show up to bosses early and know to keep an eye on it, Zarbon is getting blown up in an instant off of one beam, and so is Dodoria. So I would say Frieza is good against the unknown. Frieza is good against the ignorant. But if you fight people who understand how Frieza plays and where he shines, you will not do well at all. You will be useless majority of the game until you get Zarbon and Dodoria back when they blow it up the next time too with a Super Saiyan 3 or a Super Saiyan Goku. Like, it's just not.
Also is honestly kind of because like sure he gets one free hit, which you know he can escape with that. But if he gets ganked up, it's just over for him. Yeah,
I mean, he just can't do anything against like huge AoE attacks. So I think that's where we leave Frieza for now. He's solid in the A tier for sure. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of just moving down the characters, I'm gonna try to think who goes in B and then who goes in C, who goes in D. If I can't find anybody for C and D, because I don't think any character in this game is genuinely that bad. I might have lied. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. But B rank, if I had to be completely honest, bro, when I think about B rank, the first character to come to my mind, and mind you, this is after the Topo update. I'm gonna say Gammas. Now hear me out. They did just get buffed. They did just get a buff, and bro, I mean, they hurt now. They do pretty solid damage, and they're a little bit more tanky. Now hear me out. I've seen Gammas put in work. I fought Gammas, and bro, they hurt so much now in comparison to what they used to. That update they got, that buff they got was so, and this is the thing, it's almost like any character that they buff outside of a huge update for every single character in the game gets league stronger than a bunch of other characters. Now, I'm not saying Gammas are better than fucking all the other DPSs in the game. I'm saying that usually when they buff a character, that's what happens. Gammas were just so ass prior that with this buff, now they're playable, is what I will say.
Yeah, their damage was super inconsistent, and sure, they had 2 lives, but they didn't really get any kill confirms or anything. But since now they got buffs, now they can pretty much handle bosses on their own, which is crazy work. Like, they went from not being able to secure a boss at all to being able to single-handedly kill a boss by themselves. And so far, never mind, the only unit I can think of that can do that is Goku. Kale needs a partner, but Goku is the only unit, it is the only DPS I think that can pretty much secure bosses by himself.
Nah, Trunks definitely could do it as well. Dama Goku as well. I would say that's really it. But like, I think
with Trunks, he mainly needs stacks.
Possibly, yeah. A definitely F before buffs. I don't know. A lot of people are saying A, but I don't know, bro. Honestly, it could work, but personally, I would say low A. Like either low A or high B. Like, I don't know. I feel like Frieza is definitely more useful than Gammas, especially in the DPS section. I don't realistically see anybody wasting, like in competitive gameplay, I don't realistically see anybody wasting a DPS slot on the Gammas when you have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, Daima, Trunks. I mean, there's so many better options. Kale at that. Like,
I would have to argue that, like, with the Gammas, they actually can be better than Trunks. Because bear in mind, Trunks isn't that good at the start because he needs, like, to go, mainly because of the fact that he needs snowball stacks, he has low HP, and the fact that he has high cooldown, too. So, like, bear in mind that Trunks could, do a lot of damage, but he needs to get a running start. He starts off super slow. The Gammas, though, they can pretty much do a whole bunch on their own from the start. Skill 1, on being like the damage, skill 2 getting HP, and then skill 3, sure, it's lame, but once you get that to super start, you pretty much have like a blast that goes wide and nobody can dodge. And then their ult, which, you know, sure, they can still die, especially when they have the ult, but they do more damage, they get more health. And then the core breaker, like, people like Gammas, I would disagree that they're B tier. I would say they're either probably like Topo, low S, high A. But, you know, that's just my opinion, Amy.
I don't know. I feel like for sure they're solid now, but I don't see them doing better than a lot of other options that I'm planning on putting in A. If anything, they'll go lower A than a couple other options that are in A. So because they got buffed, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll put them in low A for now because there will be more DPSs going in there from what I can see right now. Now, I'm going to just do it. I want to grab Piccolo, and some people got different opinions on him, but I feel like this is like one of your best DPS options in the game. Do I feel like he's Z?
S tier. Definitely S tier. His special beam cannon is...
I definitely don't want to say Z, because it's situational. Now I'm gonna put him top of S. The reason I say top of S is because Piccolo can become Z tier in skill 1 boost. Without that skill 1 boost, I don't think he's as crazy, but he's still good on secures. You know, he's still solid with that. Not only that, he's still good securing bosses with his beam cannon. Right? Yeah. It's solid. The only thing keeping him out of Z is his skill 1 constantly being boosted. Like if skill 1 boost was just the base like damage in the game, Z for sure. Skill 1 boost Piccolo one shots with light grenade. It's lights out for anybody that doesn't have solid barrier on. Yeah.
I think that's also Piccolo's biggest gripe is that his light grenade is that he's ranged, and that people usually, like, the second they see Piccolo, they just book it straight to him because everybody knows what Piccolo does. Everybody's just gonna automatically go after Piccolo because his Hellzone grenade can one-shot anybody. It can even shred Cooler's HP to half. Like, so since, you know, I wouldn't say he's Z tier mainly because of the fact that he's ranged. So he can't really do anything when enemies are up close in your face.
Yeah, no, he's a target, but he's really solid. And you can say the same thing about Kale, but the damage is so high that you have to respect it. Like, he's still a solid DPS because if and when he hits you with that shit, it's over. You died 9 times out of 10. So for now, Piccolo's a very solid S. He says Piccolo is very impressive in the beginning and late game because of his special beam and light grenade. Exactly. As long as you don't hit any minions in your way. True. And that's one thing, like, once it's level 3, like, you definitely will hit a couple of minions on accident. But, you know, it is what it is. Piccolo's still just, he's like that right now. He's definitely up there, and I hope it stays that way, if I'm being completely honest. Yeah. Let's do Baby. I've been looking at him and I've been thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm being real, bro, I think he goes B.
B for baby. But
yeah, he's solid in B. I mean, do I really have to explain why? I feel like he was crazy in like the fucking network testing shit. Like, I feel like he used to heal you way more when he jumped inside of you. Like, when he had his possession on you, I mean, bro, the heals were great. It felt really solid. I mean, most of y'all remember that played the network test. Most of y'all remember the Oob and Baby combo. But it's no longer as crazy, I would say.
Baby,
he has strong lane now with Topo. He's solid, yeah.
Baby's heals are really good, but the problem with Baby is that like his heals don't really work with level 1, and he can't really lane with a ranger because, you know, they have to stay away from the enemy to do stuff. He needs a close range type character to lane with. His skill 1 is really good because of pushing, but it can also, you know, it's not really his go-to. His go-to is mainly his skill 3, like you said, where he goes to his partner. That's a mixed bag, because like that can save your partner's life and yours, or it can end up draining your partner's HP and killing them because they're in a 2v1.
This is true. Bojack. We're gonna get to Bojack when we get to Bojack, man. We gonna get there, man. What I do know is I'm looking at Zamasu, and I've been thinking about this one too. Now, hear me out with where I'll put him. This is my thought process on this. I was gonna put him in B, but I'm gonna put him bottom of A. Now, hear me out, right? This is specifically because of his potential to go crazy with 2 damage over time characters that are now in this game, right? If you have a Zamasu, Topo, and a Dama Goku, that's 3 different levels of tick damage on you. You're going to die. Like, you're not gonna die. So it's like, and not only that, he's really solid early game, I feel like. I never have felt like Zamasu was weak early game. I feel like he's always been like, you know, he's always been solid early game. That's another thing I could really appreciate him about him. And a lot of people say, oh, well, he doesn't have a lot of health. Brother, he has multiple health bars. Like, if he dies, he gets another health bar back.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like, he's strong. He's a buffer, if anything. Like, people waste a lot of time fighting Zamasu. He slows you down and all. Like, he's definitely a really solid tank, in my opinion. I say A.
Yeah. Because, like you said, the second health bar, the DOT, the slow, like, I'd say only one of his skill, like his skill 2 is really useless. Hardly anybody uses it because it's an engage tool, and you don't want to do that with Zamasu. Zamasu's main role is to slow down the enemy and stop them from getting away, put DOT on them so that their health is chipping so that the damage can go in and get the kill. And his ult is the same way. His ult it slows down anybody inside that part. Like, Zamasu is really good for like chipping away at the enemy's health so that the damage can get the kill.
Exactly. Now, like, look, I won't lie. I have not yet personally tried the Topo Zamasu combo, but I can tell you, like, that shit's definitely crazy next to Topo Cell, Topo Cooler. It's definitely gonna be one of those combos, man. Solid A with how hard he falls off late game. I don't know, man. I feel like now that we have 3 tick damage characters, he probably has a better purpose, which is why another reason why I put him in A instead of B. Like, before, I was gonna put him in B, but now that we got Topo in the game, I feel like he definitely shoots up a little bit with his potential to like help out the damage over time cause, you know. Now, let's see. We got Oob. Now, hear me out. Before he had a cheat, that cheat is now gone. If this was like 2 weeks ago, he would have been Z. But 2 weeks later, once again, now mind you, he is not a burst damage character other than like maybe his ult.
Yeah, his ult does like one of the best, I think, one of the best ults in the game. Once it hits enemies, like
Yeah.
It hurts them really bad, and then to make it even worse, he turns them into candy, so that like if you weren't dead, you're gonna be dead now since you're a piece of candy.
Now this is the thing, like his kit is really solid. Like I said, I mean, shit, he turns you into candy with his ult. Not only that, his ult is a one-hit ult. Like it hits you and that's all the damage. Now that's also really solid for securing bosses and shit like that. Y'all know that. All right.
Yeah, but I think U's main problem is he really needs a super start game, because a lot of his skills requires him to get cyclones, and since none of his skills are at max, he's hardly doing any damage. He's just mainly just, you know, in and out. And then his skill 2 being kind of useless, because one of the skills requires you to be, one of the skills gets rid of candy, yeah, but at the same time it increases like I think it was increases skill 1's range, which is good, but at the same time, he's just not that good at the start. He really needs a super start game.
Now, this is my thing, because he really would benefit from a superstar game, and without it, he isn't that great, especially early game, honestly. And I feel like, in all honesty, he just needs more damage, really. That's how I feel. He just needs more damage to really be a problem. Because of that, I honestly want to throw him B. Below baby at that. I don't feel like I would ever waste a DPS slot on Oob. Like, why would I do that? What up, Game Freak? What's going on, man? Yes, Topo is an S, bro. Yes, bro. Like, if you know, it's low S, but only because once you put him in a player's hands that truly understands the character, he is actually insane. I love playing Oob, but he sucks to play. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Oob is fun once he's leveled up, but he needs to be leveled up to be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
KL Superstar is insane. We gonna get to this fucking monstrosity. She probably gonna be the last character we touch. Like, it's so bad, bro. Seeing more Bojack than Oob. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's just skip over to him. Speaking of Bojack, in all honesty, bro, if I'm being completely honest, I don't believe the character is as bad as people say. Yes, his ult needs a buff. If they buff his ult, Bojack's A. Make his ult do damage, make it shred, and it's A. But his ult being as bad as it is, and his kit just being like a controlling the area type of character, not doing that much damage. I mean, listen, if you get farmed up, if you focus on farming and you play greedy, you could go crazy with the character. Yeah. You could go crazy with any character in this game if you're farmed up. Yeah. But Bojack versus a Super Saiyan Goku, same level, 1v1. Bojack is getting shat on. In all honesty, I would rather have a Oob than a Bojack.
Well,
I'm not going to put him C, though. Actually, I'll put him C.
To be fair, anybody could get shredded by Goku. But I would argue that Bojack is B tier. Now, the thing that people think Bojack is that, like, they think that, like, oh, he, like, since he has, like, one of the high, I think he's maybe a burst down character. And the thing is, they're right. See, the mind is his biggest holdback, because the fact that it needs to be activated with either his skill 3 or his skill 1. The skill 3 is really bad at the start, but once it's like maxed out, then he's pretty much like, you know, like it feels like, because it includes stun, not stun, but slow, but it's so bad, it's to the point where like anybody can just evade out of it. And his mines, you know, like I said, are bad. His skill 1 is and the fact that a whole lot of his skills, I think, have like a 7-second cooldown. Like all of his skills have 7 seconds, so he can't really do much. And his ult being bad, I think people sleep on his ult too much. His ult is really hurting. Like, you want to use the mines and then his ult. His ult it's really big, but people keep like thinking, oh, I could just pop his ult and I don't gotta worry about it. That, like, as you can see, like, people just pop ults when they're about to die. Bojack isn't that type of character. Bojack is the fact that you need to plan and then release his ult. like his ult, it becomes like damaging and nobody can run away. And it's a really good boss shredder too. So like you want to lay down mine, use his ult, and then like half the boss's health is gone.
I mean, this is my thing. The ult does really like slow damage over time. It's not like, oh, you use it. It's not like Oob's ult is better because like he does all that damage on whoever he hit instantly. Bojack is just like, oh, I give you hella time to get out of it, on top of the fact that if you do get touched, it's not really gonna hurt you that bad. Like, he can't do anything once he places it. Exactly. And he's sitting there stuck. A Goku will probably knock you out of that shit before you finish. Like, I'm putting him C. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you could do something with him if you want. You know, if you're a good player, you understand the game, you could get away with it, right? You need a good team though. You cannot do much with this character. I'm gonna say he's definitely the worst DPS in the game.
Know what? I would say that mainly goes to Dabura.
Let's talk about it. Dabura, listen, with Topo being added and him being a very aggressive, like close range character that most people throw bottom lane, I will say currently I feel like Dabura isn't as bad because you're gonna see nothing but Topo. And even though Topo was amazing, 9 times out of 10, I fought Daburas to ties, bro. Like, I'll fight a Dabura, will both be 1, or I'll have more health even, but I'll get stunned, I'll get petrified. When I get petrified, all my health gets drained, but by the time he's so busy trying to kill me, like, I didn't already, like he's dead because of the damage over time. So I don't know, man.
You know,
I feel like right now he's decent
because like Oob is Dabura's biggest op. Oob has like, you know, his skill 3 where he has like dodges, and that's Dabura's biggest op, is dodges, because all you have to do is vanish and half of the petrification bar is gone. Now, you know, Dabura's spear has that, but then Oob has like another 3 with his skill 3. So like, Dabura isn't bad. Sure, petrification is really good, but the thing is that he needs to stay alive long enough to actually, you know, pop it. And so you have to build, like Topo, you have to build him like a tank to capitalize off of it.
True. 1KC, appreciation for the follow. Talking about decent stands for D. Go ahead, put him down there. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, with how good the other DPSs are, bro, I just cannot put him above. I can't even put him above Bojack, bro. And the reason being, Bojack is probably the worst DPS, but he wins against a Dabura because of his range. So honestly, bro, I don't want to put him D, but I'm gonna put him bottom of C, bro.
Yeah, low C.
Next to Bojack. Yeah. Soloing a tank. Yes, Bojack. Or no, wait, no. Bojack isn't soloing a tank, but he doesn't have to, is the thing. That's not his game. So it's like, due to that, and the rest of just what he got going on versus Dabura, I don't know, bro. Like, Dabura, we gonna leave him there. That's what we gonna leave him for now. Unless we come up with some shit later. Let's talk about. I want to see now. I got some shit to say about Krillin, and I don't think y'all gonna like it. I think
Krillin's B tier.
I think Krillin. Now, don't get me wrong. There's not a single tech in the game that's a bad character, I would say. But I think Krillin is currently your worst DP or your worst tech option. And I'm gonna put him here. Now, hear me out.
Indeed. Oh.
Most players know how to fight him. Most players know, okay, if he has mons, blow him up. Most players are using Super Saiyan 3 Goku right now. Now, hear me out. Most players are shooting that beam through the middle of everything before they even see you. So there is absolutely no reason for Krillin to be anywhere above C right now, because he is just not gonna perform well with all the new shit going on in the game. Especially because you can put 2 Gokus on a team that will just shoot through everything. Especially because most people are using ranged characters like Kale, Piccolo, Super Saiyan 3, or Super Saiyan Goku with the beam. Under Bojack, now hear me out. Like, first of all, you will never see Krillin. You know what? The only character I feel like Krillin truly counters, quote unquote, is Hit. I'm gonna be real. I'm just like, that's how I feel based on all of the crazy good characters that are in this game now that could just fry this nigga, bro.
I would actually disagree. I would say Krillin is either low A or high B. Now, with Krillin is that he's not meant to like usually rack up kills. Like his mind, sure, it can be deactivated with like Ki Blast, but who besides Goku is just gonna just spray a Ki Blast in the middle of the ground? And the only one that can do that is Super Saiyan 3. Now, if Goku was the lane with Krillin, that would be bad for him, but most people usually go down low because tanks, and Goku melts their health. So that means Krillin's fine in that regard. Krillin, like most people keep laying the mines down where people can see what Krillin's doing. That's what his skill 2 and his skill 1 is for. So he can blind.
No, not you guys. Sorry. I'm talking to my chat.
But yeah.
Taking like a Goku waste to Kamehameha is so fucking huge though. Because that's like a 6-second cooldown off the board for like a mine that won't do any damage really.
Now this is the thing. This the thing is the fact that even though most games you will get countered or you will fight your counters, this is my thing. I feel as though if you have a tech, because there's only one tech slot, you can't play Krillin and this other really good tech. No. You only get one. And the fact that you only get one and you waste that slot on Krillin instead of a Gotenks, instead of a Gohan, instead of a fucking Hit is crazy. Krillin is Krillin is above 17 is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. 17 is definitely getting placed above Krillin. I'll tell you that right now.
Hell no. What the hell?
Brother, 17? You play 17 on a fucking boss. If he's on boss every time, he just counters out every finishing move on the boss to secure it for your team, bro.
I feel like you're sleeping on Krillin a bit too much. Remember, he blinds.
Okay, so let me be real. Let me be real with Krillin. I'm not gonna say he's complete shit. I'm not gonna put him D.
He's B tier.
But what I will say is that he's definitely the worst tech in the game right now.
Yeah.
And I would rather have a Krillin on my team than a Deborah or a Bojack, so I gotta put him below them. There's no way I would rather have a Krillin on my team than a fucking, like, no, I'd rather take a Bojack or a Deborah before I take a Krillin when I could have a Hit, when I could have a Gohan, when I could have a 17, literally any, bro, a Boo.
I feel like you could say that about any character because, like, if I choose like Kale, then you go, I'd much rather have like a.
No, I would not. Kale's fucking insane. We'll talk about Kale when we get to her. But like,
Krillin disrespect is crazy.
Yeah. Because I feel like you could just say that about any character. Is that I would rather have this character than that character. Krillin minds aren't meant to just be put like while the enemy is watching. He's meant to put it down while the enemy is gone. Like if an enemy tries to get to tower, but Krillin has like 3 mines stacked there, then most of their health is going to be gone. And then they're going to be like, I think his mines also do like, you know, it lowers down vision. And then
this is my thing though. You gotta understand, bro. A smart player knowing that, oh, everybody left this tower is probably gonna shoot something, if possible, before stepping on that. That's just like any smart player that knows they have a Krillin that isn't on point and left for whatever reason is not gonna be dumb enough to just walk on the point, bro. Like, there's no way.
He's so good early game with the farms and shit. With his mines, we destroy like a farm instantly with 2 mines. Especially like the enemy camp, the first enemy camp to steal that shit.
I don't know, man.
And then there's also his ultimate, which does tracking when they have marks. And his ultimate shreds. Like it's wide range, multiple destructo discs. Like they're done. This ultimate can kill anybody. And then especially if he can also handle bosses too. Because the bosses can also get marked, and if he has max ult, it's just done so for anybody that has marking. And it doesn't matter if you have barrier; it's pretty much gonna put you low.
I don't know. Okay, so I don't know. Still, I feel like in all reality, he's at the highest going B tier because we have other tech options that are so much better. On top of the fact that there is no way in hell you're picking Krillin over all the way better tech options in the game, and for that reason he has to get placed lower because you're not picking him for shit when there's only 1 tech slot. It'd be the dumbest decision ever to pick a Krillin right now in the current meta. It just would be, except for a Topo, but Topo's not going top lane most games, so it's like, I don't know. I genuinely think about rage baiting and isn't being serious. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Krillin's not that good, bro. So many techs are better. Let's talk about Boo.
I know he's the worst tech, but he's definitely tier.
Let me show you something, right? Let me tell you something. Worst overall than Deborah and Bojack. I'd rather have, in all honesty, bro, I'd rather have a Deborah or a Bojack than a Krillin because there's another DPS slot. Think about it. There's 2 DPS slots. You could pick up a Bojack and have a insane DPS on your team still. You cannot pick up a Krillin and still have a worthwhile tech. You can't do that. So because of that, it's like you could be way more careless with your DPS slot. But think about it. You can't do that with the tech slot, bro, or the tank slot. Now, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I feel like you just I don't know.
Especially when you got this option though. Think about this. You got Boo. Boo just got buffed. Now,
but that's like such a bad way to rank a character though.
I mean, think about it though. He's not better. Who is he better than as far as techs?
Both. 17. Easily better than 17. Not even close. Easily better than 17. That barrier is getting melted through late game. He ain't doing shit late game.
I don't think Krillin is Krillin's definitely not saving you from death as well as a 17 is, especially because he can deny any ranged key attack, any key attack period when necessary. Krillin can't do that.
His ult doesn't do that.
His ult just gives everybody shield for a set period of time.
It's just a barrier, that's it. I thought at first, it like absorbed all like projectiles. That's at first when I thought. But then I looked into it and
I'm pretty sure it does. There's no way, bro. I'm pretty sure it does.
It's just a barrier. It just gives everybody shield for a set period of time, like a skill 1.
I still think that's better than a Krillin, to be honest with you. Especially when you're on point. Think about this. You're playing defense right now. And you have a Super Saiyan Goku and a Super Saiyan 3 pushing your point, and they're blowing you the fuck up. What is Krillin doing in that situation? How is he protecting his team or helping his team in any way, shape, or form in that situation?
But 17 can't do that either, though. His like
all the shield he gives you, yes, he will. You will not die to anything they do, especially if you have solid barrier on top of that. You're not dying at all.
No, you're still dying. It like 17 barrier is good, yes.
Bro, they don't even need the 17 barrier to live a Goku or a Super Saiyan 3 Goku ult. If they have solid barrier, that will do it alone. So imagine with 17 shield, it's so crazy.
Bro,
in comparison.
shield is not doing that much.
No. He can double it up and pop a ult. That's triple shield on top. Do you see how much the ult gives?
80-second cooldown. That's an 80-second cooldown. You're not gonna have that up every time a Goku ult or some shit.
You shouldn't, bro. Goku's ult is, what is it, 90 seconds? You don't even need. Like you don't even need it for the Super Saiyan 3 ult. Cause like that, you could just solid barrier that out with his beam. At that, he pops both of those. You still live with solid barrier.
I mean, think that even stops ult. And you can still get hit by the ult.
It doesn't just stop it. You get hit with it, but you don't die, is what I'm saying. So with 17,
bro, you is blazing.
That's if you're under leveled, bro. Bro, I don't even play 17. That's just, I'm just being real. Like, I feel like that survivability, especially when Snowball is such a good card right now to run, like there's no way we're choosing Krillin over insane survivability.
Yes, we are.
I'm not, bro. I'm sorry, I can't.
It's not shielding that much. Like with how insane damages, it's not shielding you that much.
It definitely saves you from dying plenty times, and then the ultimate on top of that. Like if your team is smart enough to run solid barrier, bro, on top of it, it's so fucking good. Visual denial is better than shit, but that's the thing. On top of that, right? If we're gonna go visual denial, why are we playing Krillin instead of Hit? Like there's no way you're picking this character before you pick Hit, especially if we're talking visual denial.
You're right about one thing. Krillin is, I'd say Krillin and 17 are one of the worst techs, but that doesn't mean they're bad. Krillin has blind. His skill 1 blinds, his skill 2 blinds, and his skill 3 does like takes away vision and marks. And
he could blind you, but a Super Saiyan 3 will still beam the fuck out of you. Any character like both Gokus will beam the shit out of you, right? But think about this. Okay, cool. Krillin can blind you. If he's low or anybody on your team is low or on their team is low, but you saw where they were right before you get blinded, you could still beam the shit out of them by guessing because of the size of the beams that both Gokus have. 17, he doesn't care if you see him or not. He's just gonna block the damage and they will get away. Like that's just how it is, bro.
His shield doesn't last that long.
It doesn't have to last that long. Even the shield itself will at least stop you from taking a death. I've seen it countless times, bro. I'm telling you.
There's like no bad tech character at all.
I'm not saying Krillin is bad or terrible, but in the current meta, you're not picking him for shit. Brother, no DPS is terrible. I'm not saying C rank doesn't mean you're shit, okay? Or not rank. C tier doesn't mean you're shit. C tier means like, okay, these other characters are here, but you're here, but you're not shit. Not a single character. Exactly. 17 also allows you to be aggressive. Krillin can do that to an extent too, but like there's no point when like I just think you get way more, what's the word I'm looking for? You get way more
value.
You get like way more like efficiency out of 17 than you do with Krillin. I feel like overall Krillin's not bad, but in the current meta he's not a good tech in comparison to all the other options you have. So for that reason he's not going above fucking C when you have fucking, this is what I'll say personally. I feel like 17, now listen, because all the other techs that aren't 17 or Krillin are absolutely fucking insane right now in comparison, I'm gonna put 17 bottom of B, like bottom of B. But when we reach for the new, The other techs in the game, brother, Boo, okay, Boo, no super start, is still fucking amazing, and I'm putting him S. Now, the reason I'm not putting him, look, I could easily put Boo Z right now. The reason I'm not putting him Z is because super start, like, oh my God, super start, he's probably the best tech in the game.
Whoa.
Think about it, right?
I wouldn't go that
Nobody's
far.
getting away at all whatsoever. Like, bro, the
Go
combos
tank
you can
it.
pull off with a Boo is so fucking lethal. On top of the fact he's tanky as fuck now, and he can heal his teammates. I feel like Boo is probably the best tech in the game right now. Possibly. You could say that. You could get away with that. Honestly, I'd rather have a Boo on my team than a Gotenks, and that's just me being real. Boo got it right now. That buff they gave him took him from bottom of fucking C, maybe even D, to S, in my opinion. Regardless, I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's better than this tech, better than that tech. Regardless, S. Minimum. I damn near put him in Z. Damn near.
Z, I wouldn't say Z, but I definitely
He's
say S.
far, but S, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
think S is the right choice. But saying you'd much rather have a Deborah over a Gotenks is crazy.
I never said that.
I thought you just said that.
No. I said I would much rather have a Deborah than a Krillin. Now, I damn near want to put, like, I damn near want to do it, but I'm gonna leave him in S, bro. I'm gonna leave him in S. Minimum S for sure.
So easily though,
Especially Super Start. Super Start, somebody's dying. Guaranteed first play of the game. Somebody's taking a death. Somebody. Because once you get that strangle gun maxed out, whoever you hit with that shit, 9 times out of 10 is dying. They're not getting away for shit. It's better, and this is my take on that. It's better than Gotenks stun, because Gotenks stun you can vanish out of if you didn't waste a vanish, so you can avoid the stun. Boo, as long as he hits you with the shit, like, all he has to do is catch you once, not moving nowhere. Because once he catches you the first time, you're not getting away from the other two, because you're moving so slow already off of the first one. So I'm telling you, like, once all three get hit, bro, if Boo catches you with all of his strangle gums, you may as well just be stunned. On top of the fact that not only does it keep you from moving places, it debuffs you. You don't do damage while he has those on you. It's crazy.
You can still attack.
You can attack, but it does no damage in comparison to what it would with all those off of you, is what I'm saying. You can attack, you just cannot do that much damage. So if you're by yourself in that situation, fucked. Even if you got one person with you, I don't think he's saving you from that at all.
Yeah, but me personally, I'm still putting Gotenks above Boo just because of the ult value that Gotenks have. That's it.
And this is my thing, like, that is arguable because of the ult, I would say. Without the ult for Gotenks, I don't know, like,
I mean, yeah, Gotenks definitely above Boo. Boo, sure, his heals are really good, and his gum is also really good. But most people don't use the run for some reason. I don't know why. I prefer the run; it's really good. But Boo's ult is just honestly really bad at the start.
Level 11.
Yeah, and it's not really that good until you put on like either level. I'd argue probably at the max, because that ult isn't hitting nobody. Gotenks ult also tracks, which also puts more value.
Unless you lose vision. If you lose vision, then it just stops tracking. Like, you have to be there. You can't just drop it and leave. Unless, say, you drop it on a point that they're trying to protect, then you could leave, because, I mean, they can't stand on the point. So, I mean, they can't really, like, if they wasted all their moves, they can't rush attack you.
That's all. Boost, if he puts that there, then the teammates can stand on it, because it also heals. It's just... No,
yeah, Boo. I'm talking about Gotenks.
Oh, Gotenks? Oh, yeah.
Boo better than Gotenks in team fights due to healing the whole team. It's, yeah, honestly, bro, full-on team fights, Boo's better. Pushing a tower, Gotenks is better. So it's situational. It depends on the play style of the team, on what you rather would prefer. But honestly, I feel like the two are basically equal. In my opinion, I
Yeah.
feel like Boo and
Yeah.
Gotenks equal. I'm gonna put them right next to each other.
Boo
Yeah, I
has
would
like the
definitely
better
put-
skills, while Gotenks has just the better ult.
Yeah, literally.
And also
So
remember, I think both are on par with team fights because Boo can
Yeah.
heal teammates, but Gotenks still has his ult where nobody can do anything if they get hit by it.
it's easy
Like,
to get away from, is what I'll
it's
say though. If they choose to run away, that's what I'm saying. Specifically, if you're pushing a point, then drop the ult on their point, you most likely take that tower, which is really solid. But also, winning team fights is just as solid as taking a tower because you can most likely get a
I know,
tower
yeah.
out of that. So,
Yeah,
like I
that's what I'm saying.
said,
They're
I feel
on
like
par
it's
with team
equal.
fights, yeah, they're on par with team fights.
For sure. Let's see. Honestly, I'm liking the tech conversation. Let's go into. I don't want to touch Hit before I touch Gohan. Let's see. Let's talk about Gohan. Honestly, I don't think he's better than either of these two options. I will say he's
think he's
really
a low
fucking
S.
solid. I'm definitely thinking low S for sure.
Yeah.
He's really, really solid, but I just don't think he's better than Gotenks or Boo, personally. But I feel like this isn't that hard of an option. I don't think he's in Frieza's tier, bro. I think he's definitely better than Frieza, but like a whole tier above
well,
Frieza.
I think I would put Gohan a bit higher, mainly because like he's meant for support, and he gives out attack and wall boosting himself with the defense buff. And don't forget that like his skill 2 also gives, I think, more defense buff, so your allies aren't really dying that easily. His ult and his skill, yeah, both like having 2 skills be able to stun. So like I'd say he's definitely above Topo, because with his stun, like Topo can't really do his counter. And then if he does a spin, he's still gonna get stunned out of it.
I'll definitely say that he does counter Topo because of the stun. Because honestly, like if you're saving moves against a Topo, like say you're playing Goku and you're saving your moves because you don't want to get countered, and Gohan just like freezes them, you're free to pop whatever you want, which is cool. So I definitely think he fits perfectly right here for now until we get the rest of these characters in. We'll see. But I think the last tech we have is Hit. Now, the conversation of who's better between Gotenks and Hit has been the thing for like since Gotenks dropped. And in all honesty, bro, I'm gonna be real. I've been on Gotenks' side with this. Truthfully. Personally.
I think Hit's been overturned. Hit just has too much going for him.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen, his ult, insane. It's really solid if nobody's staying on him and like catching him. On top of the fact that him just being able to be invisible infinitely if he wants to is really fucking good. But this is the thing. His whole gimmick of being invisible is right now being countered by all the damage over time characters in the game. People are going in game with Zamasu, Damagoku, and Topo, and if any of those characters touch him and he tries to get away, he can't get away. Because I'm pretty sure the damage over time takes him out of his invisibility. So because of that, I feel like Topo being added to the game and putting a lot more emphasis on the characters that do damage over time are just, I think that really shoots down Hit's worth as a tech in the current meta. Because a lot of people, mind you, Topo might not be quote unquote meta, but everybody's playing him because he's new. He's the newest character, so you're gonna see him 9 times out of 10 for that reason. I would rather have a Gohan than a Hit, because all of Hit's damage comes from being invisible. Yes, his ult is still nasty by blinding, but that's like all you will get out of him unless y'all are just winning early game, in which case, okay, you know, that's different. But like,
Much as I don't like it, I would say Hit is definitely above pretty much all these characters because of how much he can blind. The fact that all of his skills can blind. He can just hide in the clouds, blind. He can use his skill 1, blind. Skill 2, blind. Use his skill 3 to escape everything, and then blind you some more. His ult, blind you. Like, it's just overdone, bro.
this is true, but the problem currently is the fact that in like competitive games, people know better than to leave a tower when it hits on the other team, for one. So his tower ratting is just not that much better because he's invisible, on top of the fact that currently where the game is at right now as I'm building this list, he's not performing well because of all the damage over time characters that people are putting together because of Toppo. So because Toppo just dropped and because everybody is running damage over time right now at this current moment.
And also keep in mind, he's also the best character that can just go ahead and backdoor. Because nobody can see him.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like from a competitive standpoint, and people are not dumb enough to leave a tower, especially if they have a Go tanks. They're gonna leave the ghost there. You'll have to waste time blowing them up, shit like that. The other techs are definitely, at least the ones that are in S, are performing better currently. Exactly, and you can play smart versus a hit. This is also true.
Well,
currently, right now.
What's Gohan's advantage against a hit though for Gohan to be above hit?
Right now, his advantage is that he doesn't have to be invisible, and he doesn't have a counter right now. Or a hit has 3 counters in the game that everybody's running right now. Gohan doesn't have that. There's no Gohan counter. For that reason,
yeah.
I mean, shit. I mean, if Toppo didn't just drop and everybody wasn't running Toppo, Daima, and Zamasu right now, cool, I'd put him higher. But because he has 3 counters that are literally 3/4 of a team that everybody's running around with in the game right now at this moment, he can't go above Gohan. He can't. He's just getting countered right now. That might not always be the case. 9 times out of 10, the damage over time thing is gonna get old. People are gonna stop running Toppo and go right back to Goku's. When that happens, cool. He'll be back on top, quote unquote. But until then, bro, he goes under Gohan because everybody's still in love with the damage over time right now. But that's all our techs.
Can we do Cell?
Yeah, and then Toppo. Yeah.
We could talk about Cell. We could talk about Cell. Literally every game, early game is a damn challenge.
Oh, technically.
Yeah. So
Cell has to see his name, so he'd be C.
This is my thing about Cell, right? I would say most competitive games, early game, people blow Cell up. Cell is probably, or let me say this, before this patch,
yeah.
Before this update, I would have put Cell in D because of how easy you could just blow him up early game, and most Cells just run up on you and try to play the game like normal.
Well, but if they end up absorbing the player, then that gets like a huge gain for their own meter. It's a high risk, high
this
reward.
Is true. Now listen, look, he is a high risk, high reward character. Recently, now that Toppo has dropped, and he's a very aggressive character and makes people run away. Cell, even early game, really supports Toppo in one of the best ways I've seen with the tanks. Now, the reason this is not just because, oh, we run into the fight, like, you know, just like we go front line like he's a tank, because y'all know early game Cell's not a tank. But if first play of the game, now I'm dropping sauce here. We was just running this off stream. I think it was yesterday, I think. Listen, if first play of the game, you flank behind the opponent, bottom lane in the clouds, land the grab with Cell, or not even just land the grab with Cell, but if y'all just both jump on the DPS with Toppo and Cell, it's some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life playing this game. They die instantly. If they turn their back, Cell grabs them, they can't even attack you. Toppo with the damage, insane, over, game over. Whoever it is dies every time.
Yeah, I feel
like very specific though.
Now, think about this though.
Because like an 18 is easily escaping that though.
Okay, maybe, possibly, but Toppo is the chase down king right now. I'm not gonna lie. Even with that, the speed he gets, especially late game with Pursuer too, it's crazy. But talking early game, I have yet to have this tech fail. And yes, it sounds disgusting, but it's not with every character. So I will not put him S. I don't even want to really put him A. But this tech canceling out his early game weakness, letting him feed quicker, getting him to perfect is insane. Not only that, once he hits perfect, Cell is top 3 tanks in the game. Once he hits perfect. So for that reason, like to have a counter, like to counter out his early game weakness, I have to put him somewhere here. And honestly, I want to put him top of A for this reason, because not only is it already just base game, high risk, high reward, but with this tech, I've never had it fail ever. I've destroyed bottom lane with this combo.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure.
Now, what I might say, I might drop him lower because it's specific to that tech, right? But at the same time, knowing how crazy it is, it's hard for me to do it. Y'all haven't seen it because I haven't put the shit on stream. We didn't do this on stream. So y'all don't know how crazy it really is, but the shit is insane. Taking that away though, he's definitely like probably gonna get shat on by most competitive players that know how to fight against Cell. Just focus the shit out of him early game.
Yeah, like
oh, you go ahead. You go ahead.
No, you go first.
It's just like with this tech, it's insane. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I might honestly with this, I might have to go a middle ground, because without it, I'll say low C, high C, maybe low B. With it, S. I want to do a middle ground of a low A, but let's talk about it.
Now,
I don't think one tag can really be enough to like raise a character up like 2 tiers.
No, it's that good though. You know, like you're not understanding. Like, brother, the shit is like unstoppable.
Against like a good team that actually knows what they're doing, you can't really do that, because the tank and DPS are gonna be right on each other. So how are you gonna jump the DPS? The tanks right there.
They were. I'm telling you, Topo just focused. They both focused the DPS. As he gets low, he turns his back. As soon as he turns his back, he dies. Even if he doesn't turn his back, the DPS put on that DPS is crazy enough to kill him. When that happens, if that tank doesn't run away, he probably might get a kill on one of us, but he dies right after. That's been how it's worked every time, unless we killed both of them. I'm telling you, we've ran this shit multiple times, basically every game that I ran yesterday. And when I tell you the shit was so crazy, I have yet to think like, okay, what would really blow this up, except for maybe a super start, Kale just shooting both of us at the same time. Aside from that, nothing is really blowing that up. And even then, that's if she gets that shit before we kill her. It's a gamble, but it works. It's so good. So like, I don't want to, like, again, I don't want to put him S, but I feel like bottom of A is fair, even without the tech. Cause like, if it's high risk, high reward, if he does get fed early game, it's over.
Oh yeah. But
so
that's like everybody though.
Because the thing with Cell is, he needs to hurry up and reach perfect form as soon as possible. And I've had games where like Cell, we take like 6 minutes just to go into his perfect form. Because like Cell needs that perfect form to be good. If he doesn't, then he's just feeding the enemies XP.
This is true.
Sure, he has regen, but he needs to be getting hit in order to actually do that.
Yeah.
And he has a bomb that does a lot of damage, but it also slows too.
See, but think about this: when he transforms, we're not just talking good; we're talking top 3 tanks in the game. Therefore, it's not fair exactly to throw him in fucking C or D off rip, especially when there's ways to counteract the early game assness. I feel like A is a decent, like, mind you, we're not talking top of A, mid of A, we're talking bottom A, bro. This is fair. This is very fair.
I think that's too high. The first form is just so fucking god awful. Like, it really brings the whole character down like 2 tiers. Right,
but mind you, we're talking like competitive gameplay, like not just running off by himself. He's not by himself. This is him fighting with like the best ways possible to keep him alive. Like, honestly, bro, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen what happens when you counteract that. When he gets to perfect form with not getting fucking eaten alive early game, I mean, bro, like I'd throw him S with the way we were doing the shit, but I'm not going to do that because you didn't see it. I'm telling you, just based off of that alone, I would do it. But
I feel like you're kind of resting.
I'm gonna take it back because I know in first form overall he is shit. So I'm gonna give him a middle ground. It's either gonna be, if not,
it has to be B.
high B, highest of B. Even seeing him next to Baby is kind of crazy based on what we were seeing. But right now, I'll do this. I'll go highest of B. He will not go below
We
that.
just don't got proof yet. We have no proof of that happening yet. Once you prove it, then yeah.
I didn't stream it, but it happened. I seen it. I mean, shit, I'm not lying. Shit, the shit was insane. We won like every single, we didn't win every game, but our lane, we won every time. Never failed. I mean, shit's insane. The tech is there. But we'll leave them here for now, since it's not like, since most likely if you go look at Cell stats, they probably get shat on. So I guess we'll leave them there for now. It's fine. Even though currently with the new addition to Topo, he's really fucking solid, especially early. We're gonna leave him there. Shit.
18 maybe.
18
I kind of want to think about
would probably be
either 18 or Vegeta.
Really
Bro, Vegeta's my man.
Let's do Vegeta. We're gonna get Vegeta out the way. Now look, right? I would put Cell higher. Me too. But I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking for Cell, bottom of A to be fair, and that's bottom of A because there's still more characters, but we'll go back and we'll look over the shit after we get like everybody done. For now, that's where we put Cell, but he might not stay there.
I think Vegeta is above all those guys in A so far.
See, this is my thing. Vegeta never dies. He's a really solid option, and people like to clown him, but he doesn't die.
Yeah,
he takes 0 energy damage in comparison to other tanks, in comparison to anybody else in the game except Cell in perfect form. He takes no damage.
And the explosive wave early game heals so much just being level 1.
Yeah.
So
and then the bots also count as an enemy hit, so that he also is getting shield from that too. I'd say like Vegeta's only problem is that like, you know, you actually have to be really good with hitting your skill 1. If you miss a single shot, it's over, bro.
Yeah, this is exactly why I'm saying, like, honestly, I'm gonna leave him highest of A right now. He's really solid, but I don't want to throw him S because we got characters like Cauliflower and Cooler. Let's throw Cooler in the S just off rip. Like based on text alone, like, or not text, tanks. There's only one tank role, and if I'm being honest, you could get away with not having a Piccolo. I'm definitely throwing Cooler up there, and it's not even a conversation. I feel like personally, Cauliflower, once again, because, and right now with the current meta, if this was before Topo dropped, Z. If it was before Topo dropped, but now that there's a little bit of better combos you can rock with Topo that are very fucking insane that most people are running right now because they want to play the new character, I'm gonna throw her top of S. She is one step above Cooler. All right.
Yeah, Khalifa being able to counter like any beam attacks is insane, especially SS3. Like she's like one of the only good viable picks against SS3 right now.
Not only that, if you go to a boss, she can just take attention away. Like she can stop any boss killer from aiming at the boss for your team to be able to take that shit. That alone is game winning. She's fucking crazy. The fact that she's the only character in the game with a taunt on top of the fact that she has Rildo because she's a tank. Stop it. It's insane. Like it's infinite fucking taunt. Yeah, so
does decent damage to like maxed up and shit.
Yeah, it's really fucking crazy if I'm being honest. Next up, I want to do 18. Let's talk about this. In all honesty, the character can do some insane shit, especially with Boo. Boo in 18 top lane is some unstoppable shit, and if I'm being honest, I don't think she goes Z, but she definitely goes S.
Whoa.
Maybe like bro, she's not A. Fuck no, she's not A. She's so disgusting. Falls off mid game. I don't know, bro. I've seen 18 1v4 sometimes, bro.
she's
squishy,
so
but
squishy,
blows
though.
up everybody. Think about it. Like most characters that people are playing right now, except Topo, she's gonna shit on. Super Saiyan 3 thinks he's gonna shoot that beam. She's behind him in an instant, blowing his ass up.
Then just Dragon Fist her.
Tears through people. Exactly, bro. Even then, Solid Barrier stops that. Say he doesn't pop it instantly, that's a different story. But by the time Solid Barrier goes away off of 18, she will have killed Super Saiyan 3 Goku. She's going in S. Like, it's not even a question.
I think 18, like, yeah, her ceiling, like, her max potential, definitely S tier. But I think, like, her middle ground will be, like, mid A, high A.
That's crazy. She's definitely minimum high A. I'm not gonna lie. Like, competitively, this character.
Are we talking about 17 or 18?
Talking about 18. She can dive on anybody and blow people up in the worst way, especially with some combos from like Gotenks, fucking Boo. She's going in S for sure. I'm definitely gonna put her. For now, I'll put her bottom of S because she's basically just Topo, except Topo doesn't only do great damage, he leaves you with tick damage after. So he makes you not want to jump back in a fight, even if you're like mid health, because you're still taking damage. Like without him even fighting you, it's without barrier, she's cooked, right? But most competitive players are gonna run that, so we're not gonna bank on her not running the one thing keeping her alive. Like we're gonna be real with that.
Yeah, but barrier also counters her too, though.
Yeah, well, actually, no. Barrier, like, because of her combos, barrier actually doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, she's gonna take down that barrier, and by the time it comes down, she still has hella shit she can do to you. On top of the fact that she doesn't just hit you with one move and it's over. Like high burst damage, but it's not like, oh, I'm not Goku shooting a beam and that's just most of my damage from my kit.
Okay, I hear you, but look at the other 4 DPS we have down there. Are we about to put 18 above any 4 of those?
Are you telling me you want me to put 18 below Gammas?
No. The ones you haven't ranked yet.
18 is definitely going below. The only DPS below that I'm looking at that I would put her above is maybe Trunks.
Yeah, like that's it.
That's it. Aside from that, like we haven't even got to these yet. I left these for a reason. Let's do this. Let's talk about Trunks. Personally, in all honesty, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I definitely think Trunks is still better than Topo. So I'm gonna put him there for now just to leave him. I'll do Daima. Daima is definitely above Trunks for sure. Daima is probably top 5 DPSs in the game right now. I'm gonna put him next to Piccolo. I'm not gonna put him above, I'm gonna put him right below Piccolo. Cause he's just, I mean, brother, he's so the bomb, Pansy Bomb with Glorio Lightning is the equivalent to Kale, but Kale still does way more damage early game. I put it in the Discord, I showed the screenshots. Kale might be top 3 DPSs in the game. She's going right next to Piccolo. Maybe she's going above Piccolo for being able to secure everything early game and leave the opposing team with absolutely fucking nothing. She's insane and needs a nerf. Personally, that's my opinion. Goku.
I would argue that Polyflow is actually is actually I do want to say low Z tier because of how long her taunt lasts.
I think for Z tier, we should have one person have each role, like just the best character in each role there. That's it.
We're gonna talk about that. So Super Saiyan Goku, just period. Like I'm gonna put him, honestly, the question of who's better between Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan, I still feel like Super Saiyan Goku still outshines Super Saiyan 3 because of his boss killing ability, because he still does insane damage, because anywhere he is, he gets kills. I mean, bro, it's all fucking crazy. He stuns, he can stun Super Saiyan 3 out of his beam. He has a fucking stun, bro. Top of S, best character in the game. Like, I don't know, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'll be real. You know what? Let me be real. Now that we have people placed, we can move some shit around. If I'm being completely honest, Kale, Z. Simply based off of her secure ability. No character in this game secure is better than Kale.
I feel like Kale's biggest opto is barrier, same with Goku. That's the problem. But then, like, she also has her ult, and then she can still attack you
And then
God and he'll
see,
kill you too.
that's another thing. And then the ult, like anybody that's in the area of a Kale that popped ult is running. Like
her dodge stuns.
yeah, see, and that shit's actually insane. Daima, Kale, Piccolo, Trunks, 18. See, this is my thing, right? So now we're gonna start moving shit around. So we're gonna see. I definitely feel like you get more out of Piccolo than you will with Daima because of the special beam cannon. You can spam the shit and it kills bosses instantly. Like that shit is crazy, but I don't think it's enough to put him Z unless it's like skill 1 boost. But Kale gets all that damage regardless, early game. So
It just makes her worse.
I think
Like Kale early game is really not the best unless it's a superstar or skill 1 boost. Then like she's obviously like the best in the fucking game. But without that, I think she's definitely probably like definitely number 3 like early game at least because her early game charges down
Bro.
just a little.
skill 1 boost, I've been level 12 fighting a level 10 Kale as Topo recently. I was level 12, she was level 10. It was skill 1 boost. I didn't have barrier and it damn near one-shot me. It left me one shot and I was full health. Mind you, that's a 2-level difference. No other character has that. So Kale just in fucking insane. And I'm gonna be real, if I'm being completely honest, just off of what the character is, what they have, the uniqueness of the character, how good they are, especially late game for having an infinite taunt, Caulifla's going in Z.
Yeah,
honestly.
Her taunt lasts way too long.
Yeah, that needs a nerf for sure. It needs to get nerfed. Like, I mean, that's the next thing I need to see them nerf next to fucking Kale.
Yes.
And from what I've heard is that she seems to be more tanky with steel skin than barrier.
Yeah.
That's only because the taunt lasts so long too.
And she it's not like she's doing no damage. She's doing pretty decent damage against people too.
Sly Cooper say Son Gohan is ass. I'm not gonna lie.
And then
Gohan is solid, but I don't think he's above any of these tech options.
Yeah.
Or either of these with like between Gotenks and Boo. Honestly, those two are really fucking solid, but I don't think there's a single tech in the game that's so game changing that they need to be Z. I think high S is good for all the techs. They're all really fucking good. But characters, Z is left for like the broken, like, okay, this is really fucking good characters. So for that reason, most definitely, I think this is just going to be our Z rank. I don't think anybody else in this game enters Z or a Z tier. I mean,
Can you still hear me go up?
yeah.
Hit we're definitely going Z tier. Because, like, remember, he obstructs vision, so you can't see him. So that still counts as him being invisible.
I still would almost, personally, I'd rather have a Gotenks than a Hit. So if anything, I would throw him in Z before I do Hit, but that's just me. Like, I feel like, don't get me wrong, Hit's disgusting. I played Hit before I played Gotenks. I'm not gonna lie. And those are the only two techs I main. And I still feel as though I'd rather have a Gotenks. I'm more about playing aggressive. So if I have a Gotenks, I can push a tower easily. Imagine a Gotenks in a Super Saiyan 3 pushing a tower. You can't stand on the point because the ult's there. Yet there's a fat ass beam in the middle of your lane that you can't stand there like with. There's no way you're standing on that tower or preventing anybody from doing anything to it. They're at least gonna get chip damage for sure, guaranteed.
Question. I think Piccolo deserves like an argument to be put in Z. In my opinion, I think he has an argument to be put in Z.
I finally got Black Suit Vegeta. Vegeta. Let's fucking go.
My thing
Fucking go.
about
Fucking
Piccolo is that he's not securing overkill. He's not. Unless
He can.
it's later in the game on like middle spawning bosses, right? Now, my thing is this. It takes how long to charge up beam cannon? And then say you're in vicinity to be seen by anybody while you're charging it. You're getting taunted by Caulifla and you're not even looking at the boss anymore, which kind of sucks. Kale doesn't have to deal with that because she can just walk in, shoot that shit, leave. But I will say the other way you could do it is be out of the way, charging it, moving in. The problem with that is that if they all drop their ults instantly on that shit, they will kill it before you're even able to see the boss, unless you're in skill cam and your teammates are standing on it. That's a different story.
It
But
just depends on your teammates, really. how they
Exactly,
play
it
around you.
does. But Kale, I don't think that's the case, solely because if they get that shit low, she throws her shit on it, blows it up, leaves. She doesn't have to charge anything. I think she's definitely overall, for securing and for what the characters are meant to do, better
She still
than a
needs an
Piccolo.
ally. The thing with Kale is that she needs an ally. She needs an ally in order to secure the boss.
Right.
Piccolo just fucking able to like one shot. Piccolo could just one shot anybody late game though. Like
Right,
when
this
I was
is true, but
Piccolo
that's
against
late
you,
game.
like,
So if you even get leveled up late game with a Kale out there, it's like okay, Kale better early game, Piccolo better late game. For bosses, middle spawning bosses specifically, I would say. And the reason I say that is because like if your teammates are good and they're giving you vision, you could probably one shot that boss, and Kale won't even have anything to say about it. But only in that situation will I say Piccolo is probably better than Kale, because Kale's damage on that shit is unfucking stoppable when she pops that skill 3 and skill 1 on you. Piccolo doesn't even do that much damage with his skill 1.
But listen. When it's not skill 1 boost or super start, how many times are you seeing Kale picked over Piccolo?
Kale picked over Piccolo, you said?
Yeah, I think Piccolo gets picked way more out of super start or fucking skill 1 boost than Kale.
Nah, skill 1 boost, I'm definitely gonna. Oh, you say out of skill 1 boost.
Yeah, out of skill 1 boost. Kale's not getting picked nearly as much as Piccolo.
So this is the thing, because there's 2 DPS slots, most of the time I would see both if people are planning on doing that. Now, if it's like single, like solo queue players, I'd probably see Piccolo more. But if they're going for like securing everything and they're talking about that shit, most times you will see both. But if we're talking like from the start of the game to the end of the game, who had more priority, who had more use, it was definitely Kale. I've shown the damage differences on our first Kai of the game in the Discord.
Okay.
The shit is insane, bro. Like, it's not even comparable.
You gotta remember, Kale can get knocked out of her ult. She can still get knocked out of her ult. It doesn't matter.
That's fine. She doesn't even, in all honesty, she could have a different ult, and I would still feel like she's that good.
You could just melt Kale out of her ult too. Just instantly melt her.
And that's fine, bro. But the ability to secure everything over everybody, she's the best secure character in the game. I don't feel like there's any way. Brother, who secures better? Who secures better?
Goku and Piccolo. Goku and Piccolo secure way
from the start of the game.
Yes.
Brother, oh my god, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up.
Piccolo's special team does way more, and Goku's spirit
Not
bomb
using
does
a
more.
Okay, so I said from the start of the game, we're not talking about mid bosses. We're talking about the game starts. Who's blowing up all the farm from who? Like, you don't want to. If anything, say okay, you have a Piccolo and you have a Kale on the other team. You don't want to lane your good secure character in the same lane as the Kale. Otherwise, you're gonna get out secured. Now, look, I'm gonna pull it up right here. Here is the beginning of the game damage for Goku on the first Kai of the game. Both players or everybody level 3. Here's the damage for Goku, right? Okay, cool. Here's the damage for Trunks. Okay, cool. Big chunk off of 1 quick attack. Fine. Okay, here's the damage for Piccolo. Nothing. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Light Grenade early game did less than a beam in Trunks' skill 1. So this is why I'm saying you do not want to lane a Piccolo in the same lane as a Kale, especially for the early game. It's just not good. They will get out secured and your secure character will get fucked 9 times out of 10. Now look at this shit. Half health, a little bit above. No character is doing more than that at level 3 in the start of the game. Kale's taking everything from everyone if they time it correctly. It's not even a question, bro. Look at that shit.
You have to remember, Piccolo's light grenade does more damage the further he is. And the fact that Piccolo isn't supposed to be top lane for much. Too many enemies pop up in a way so they can just hide behind that.
Which is why I'm saying if you have a Piccolo, you have to lane him in bottom or fucking take him top. Unless, like, if the Kale went bottom, you don't want to lane Kale and Piccolo in the same lane unless you just want to get out secured and your secure character be not worth shit.
Because Piccolo outdoes Kale. Like, Piccolo beats
You
Kale
also
and
remember-
everything.
Kale also needs a tank with her, especially Koichi, because she has no HP at the start. She can get shredded by pretty much shots.
Well,
Piccolo will be able to launch a really well-aimed light grenade and do over half her HP.
well, this is my thing. Overall, I do definitely feel as though Piccolo's gonna get out secured by Kale most times, especially because Kale's shit comes out instantly. Piccolo has a long ass startup on his light grenade. So say like you have a Gotenks that did his skill 1 on it, and then both Kale and Piccolo pop their shit at the same time. Kale is blowing that shit up before Piccolo. She will out secure him every time, and you have to lane him away from her. Otherwise, your Piccolo's not gonna be worth shit because he didn't get any farm.
Well,
But she
that's
still
the same
also
thing with
like he also needs an ally because the fact that she does no damage on her own. She needs an ally with her in order to secure that too.
Every
She's not
character
gonna
should
do
have an
damage.
ally with them, so that's not even like really a turning factor. Everybody should be with a teammate.
So
No,
I think
because the thing
on
is that
securing bosses, I think they're tied. Like, sure, Kalo can like burst like a quarter of the HP of a boss, but Piccolo's able to do like about a little bit over half on the
Which
boss.
is why I was saying Piccolo is better for like mid bosses, but like Kale blows up everything early game from everybody. She will never not get a Kai. She will never not blow up a whole middle farm, especially on fucking Superstar. Like, there's no way.
On Superstar,
I thought-
Kale can't do
I
shit
thought
against
even
SS3.
Kale- Yeah.
Against who?
And then
SS3.
This
and then
is
she can
the
also get
thing.
bombed by Piccolo too.
She will still secure. Like, say, okay, Superstar, you got a Super Saiyan 3 on the other team. Honestly, you would really want to be close range. Like, because if you're long range, like, and your opponent's teammate is giving them vision on you, he can blow you up. But if you get close enough and like you have like a cooler or a cauliflower and a Kale in the bottom lane, you could just jump on a Super Saiyan 3 and blow his ass up. Kale can get away in that situation, honestly. Like, she can probably run away, especially if you have a cauliflower that will take the attention off of you after you kill the Goku from the tank. So,
Yeah, you can say that about anybody though.
but it's a play style though. It really just
Yeah,
depends on the play
yeah.
style. Once again, if Goku thinks he's gonna secure that Kai over Kale, he's not. He could start the shit, but Kale gonna blow it up every time. The farm is hers every single time. It's not even a question.
Yeah, but what is Kale gonna
Yeah,
do
remember.
when she gets her HP blown the fuck off by a max charge coming in by SS3?
Especially bottom lane, you can sit behind a rock if you want. Like, you don't have to get hit by that shit. It's not top lane unless you're like on the Kai top lane.
But you said that she has to get close to SS3, which is
Which is very.
to do against SS3.
I wouldn't say so, especially if his teammate didn't give vision. You could just walk around. You could flank. There's multiple. You don't have to walk in a straight line towards him. Even then, you have your vanish, bro. You could vanish diagonally, and he'll turn the shit. But you're still shooting your shit at him at the same time, which is probably gonna do more damage overall since he cannot move than you taking damage off of the overall beam's damage by not getting hit with the whole entire beam.
Yeah,
The damage is more on your side.
She's still not that.
We're talking about
She's still not
Superstar,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Because like after she popped that, she's pretty much done though. Because she needs it. Like,
And
are we
then
talking about like 1v1ing, or are we talking about like if it's like a 2v2?
Overall, early game, if you have a Kale and a Super Saiyan 3 in the same lane, you want to fight the Kale as the Super Saiyan 3, which should work out unless she's running in between the hills and shit. Like, and you're blowing up all the farm, especially on Superstar. But when it comes to that Kai, securing that one Kai, you will most definitely get that shit as Kale.
yeah, but the Kai is not everything though. Like, it's a lot,
Which is
but it's not
true.
everything.
But I definitely say, like, Kale's still definitely that overall. Like, either way, Super Saiyan 3, that's not even a question. Super Saiyan 3 is still above her on the tier list. I didn't put her above him. I think overall, this is where we will leave it at. I don't think this is wrong or like there's too much wrong with it. Especially because we're already at an hour and 40 minutes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I'll probably leave it here for now. And then when they do another update, whether it be a buff or a nerf or whatever, I'll come back to this and we'll switch it up one by one to see what changes. But I don't want to hold YouTube for too long because an hour and 40 minutes is kind of crazy. Not crazy in comparison to the Spark and Zero tier list. If you know, you know. 3 hours is crazy, but this is where we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the video off for YouTube. So YouTube side, man, you like the video, drop a like on the video. You like anything Dragon Ball content, drop a sub on the channel. And pull up to the streams. We're gonna see y'all there. Peace.
Lost all my friends, now I walk all alone. I'm on my way down, stay way on King Kaiser. Then I turned up, got all kinds of strong.